Yo, what's poppin', everybody? Welcome to another edition of the PODICAST right here in Gab City at Molapo Crossing, Cappello. Like I tell you, every single week, it's really easy to get yourself an event here, okay? Just check out the center management. There's different spaces. You can use Cappello. There's La Parada. There's the Piazza itself. There's a new spot that just opened over there. There's the soccer back there. There's all kinds of things because they're trying to turn themselves into a cultural hub right here in the center of Gab City, okay? So there's even small rooms if you want like an intimate, music listening session. You want a press conference, come through. Everything is right here at Molapo Crossing, and this is where we have PODICAST coming at you every single Wednesday on the local corner multimedia YouTube page. Remember, like, subscribe. That's how you get us closer to, I don't know, man, finally getting some dough off this channel. So yeah, they'll take us more seriously if you guys keep subscribing some more. Remember, subscribe to all of them, man. There is so much content coming out of BW. I'm sure you've also seen the corner vlogs hosted by Brando happening right here as well. Make sure you check it out every single time it comes out. All right, and before we get the show started, R.I.P. Lekete. We had him on the show as well. He really was working hard at the time when he came through to the show. It was in December, and the homie managed to talk to us and gave us some priceless moments that we have on our show that we'll forever be indebted for, because some people get to see him on those platforms, and then they get to appreciate him as much as we loved him. So R.I.P. Brian, we will love you forever, my guy. And on today's show, though, I was on Facebook the other day, talking my shit as usual. But yeah, excuse my French, okay? But I was there just talking a mess about something that I've been paying attention to, which is when we listen to a lot of our radio stations, when they play old school music, a lot of like the really dope music that we had back in the day is not played that much. And I started wondering, where are some of these people, and why don't the people in our archiving systems, if maybe Go RB2, it could be Go Boyarn FM, or what are they doing with all of this music that we absolutely loved? And I remember an artist that I absolutely used to love, and her music actually gave us life in that. She was one of the first female vocalists that I saw after Bopuna, but also make it much more modern. We started now seeing your Amanda Browns now, it was now more cultivated. We saw your Mpho Sibinas now. A lot more females were not singing on niggas' choruses. They were making their own songs, and they were actually just not on house tracks, but they were also able to perform live. And then that's when it hit me. Helen. You know what I mean? So for those who don't know Helen, Helen hails from the Kgankgathi district, and her debut Afro album, our Afro single, was called Mabalane, and it's taken from her hometown, and it gained all kinds of traction on radio. She went on to drop tracks like Kgankgathi. She went on to drop tracks like Boy Lagai, which rings very true for some of us when we grew up. When it's wild, don't be afraid to go home, man. I could talk forever about her, but she's here to talk about herself. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Helen. Hi, Mommy Sto.
Hi.
Thank you so much for
coming.
That
was an introduction and a half.
I can talk all day, man. But, with you, I really didn't even think I was going to run into you. I ran into you at a wedding, and this was like 2 weeks after I put up the post.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I was babbling and I told you.
Hey, sometimes you put careful what you say. You put your word there. The universe might just grant you a wish.
And then it happened.
So,
and here we are. And I don't know where to even start. I think the first thing would be, where have you been?
I've been around.
Yeah?
I've been around. Baby girl had to explore other opportunities. Yeah, unexpectedly, by the way. Went from just being a public figure, if I could put it like that, and to something else that I totally did not see it coming.
Yeah.
But I've been around, that's all I can say.
That's awesome. I think we'll start it just from the beginning. It says here that you were born in Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Does that make you a Mokhatla of that side or a Mokhatla of this side? No, we want to claim all of you. So,
I am 100% Mokhatla. You need to understand something. Some of us from Dunukem villages, most of us, our parents, grandparents, ancestors, name it, generations as backwards as possible, they worked Komaburu. So most of us, and it was during those days where I don't think the border was really that restricting much with the permits and all those things. So
even to this day, I've been to
Multimedia. So,
guys are jumping over that fence. Okay, there's families. So I think it's still like a porous border.
Yeah, so I was born in Bara, obviously the 6th of June. But my parents gave Batswana. My dad is from Mabalane, my mom is from Sigwane. So, yeah, with time we moved back here. I think I was, 6, 5?
Yeah.
Yeah, then we moved back here. But so,
but
proudly so.
You grew up in Kgankgathi district in Mabalane, or where did you grow up?
Did I really grow up in Mabalane? I have bits and pieces of being in Mabalane as a child.
Yeah.
But mostly was Gaborone. Yeah, because my mom was mostly based Gaborone.
Yeah.
So it was Gaborone. But I have my fair share of being Kumakaing. But it wasn't like I can sit with people and say, oh, well, let's Tata Mabalane, where I could. Yeah, not really.
Yeah. So which schools did you go to? No,
I went to Mabalane Primary.
Yeah.
And then I went to Benthema.
Hey!
And then I did Maoka, and then I did Sanjo. I think almost.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Awesome stuff.
Most artists, I see that most artists, even politicians, I don't want to say
the best ones. Just say it. It's okay. We are the best ones. RIPATI. All of us are from there.
It's from him. It's not me. So yeah, I think most of us, we actually more industry, which is like, yeah, very surprising.
Do you think it's the spirituality of the place? Because I never know what it is about St. Joseph's that, we go for like some of the jobs that are less conquered like that.
Yeah.
What do you think it is about St. Joseph's
There should have been something in the atmosphere, because as Sanjo, it's a Catholic school.
Yeah.
But how they manage to produce artists, Marabele, it's still beyond me.
It's one of the best schools
but somehow, ever. I think my best time as a teenager and trying to figure out, like, as a young adult was during Gosenjo. Because it was times where you have to figure out, am I religious? Because we have to do messe, remember, every week.
Every week.
It was compulsory. So we had to do messa, we had to behave a certain way whereby you can't rebel. So when you have a chance to rebel, we went all out.
Yeah.
But we knew, like, once we're in the compound, no. Principal, and they, so for me, it really molded us.
I want to talk about your musical inspiration, Honor. When you were a little girl and stuff, were you singing, and what actually inspired the singing?
I've always sang. I've always sang, even as young as I could remember. So I was very forward. you think like as many people would come here and be like, I sang in church. Yes, I did. It's not cliche.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You ask anyone from church, they will remember I was that kid.
Yeah.
I had my stuff already.
Yeah.
Just in case anybody tried to outshine me.
No doubt.
Senko youthing in church as well. Koskolong, I would do traditional dance.
Yeah.
So that's my background with music. It has always been there.
A lot of the good artists from this country usually come from your background, your traditional and choir. I want to find out from you, or did you know that this was a path that you'll ultimately take? Because I'm seeing from your training, or you actually went for musical studies at a time where I don't think a lot of parents were taking their kids there. How did you convince them? Music.
Actually, not really. I think my mom's dream, rest her beautiful soul, she wanted me to be a teacher because I've always had this thing. I don't know if I could say Garuta or what was going on with me, but she always felt I could be head. Like when I speak, there was that presence. So she always thought for me, okay, give a teacher. You know, when you're growing up, it's either a doctor, a police, nurse, and a teacher.
Yes.
Those were standard.
Yes.
So to her, she thought for me, because I was a people's person, teaching would be that. That was her dream. Well, probably what I was thinking, you're thinking, okay, this is the path I'm supposed to. So to answer your question, no. We all know our African parents, they don't really take art and certain other jobs seriously until of recent. Because for our parents, it was more about being stable. It wasn't about struggle. They feel struggling. We don't want you guys to struggle. So if we can, we will make you figure something out that will, even when we're gone, we know that, okay? When I get teacher, so for real, yeah, pele teacher never say hey, after 60 you are retired. No, as long as you know there is dough coming in. So no, I did not know that. I did not actually think of it. For me, it was like I was this kid or and I've got this beautiful voice that my mom nanal this thing. People would come like, so for me it was like, yes, I will put on a show. Kind of a thing.
So with you ultimately then went and studied for to be a teacher. Did you end up practicing or?
No, I didn't study to be a teacher. At all. I just went from St. Joseph's and then I started my music and I did tertiary. Actually, I wanted to sew. When this color thing in Ibula. So there was like a technical. So I wanted to actually be a designer. Anything to do with being in creating something. But then it fell short because for me it was like, I don't even like this. It's just too much work.
Gaborone Technical College,
yeah,
that one you handled.
I don't even like this. It's just too much. Like, no. So I concentrated on music until I could figure out what to do.
Weren't you scared? Like at this point, a lot of the time why I get stuck in this period of musicians' lives, when you be after high school and tertiary, this is the scariest time because you don't know if you're coming or going, especially if, let's say, you didn't get accepted for something, but you know there's this fire burning inside of you. I'm trying to figure out this space here. How did you know? I'm sure you didn't have the answers.
No.
But what was going on at that time, and how were you able to
to be quite honest, nothing. Honestly speaking, nothing. I was just happy to be able to sing and be able to just share my talent with everybody. And every time I opened my mouth, people started on some like. So for me, it was fascinating.
So you could tell, okay, there's something going on.
I knew
inside.
I was good. No, don't get me wrong. They say don't blow your own candle, but if I don't give myself flowers, who will? So I figured then, which means I was good, but I did not take it that serious. For me, it was like, I see people are happy. You know, we were doing all these cover songs.
Also, there was that period where They didn't call
with
it
Clement Jackson, yeah.
Yeah, with Clement Jackson.
Yeah.
I want to get started there. When did you start performing for money? When did you like, okay, cool. I guess this is now what I'm going to do for money. I'm not just doing it because Batubarke blind.
Let me see if I can trace this back. I think I stumbled. Very, very stumbled. Kore ahale ke khopilwe. Ke be ke khopelwa mo Clement. By then he was playing go President Hotel every Wednesday, I think. It was Wednesday and Friday.
What year is this?
This is probably like 1998, 1999, somewhere there.
Yeah, that'll make you 18.
18, 19.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Excuse
the French.
Yeah.
So by then, Nikki Fedze from 5. And I was doing like these jobs during Christmas, just not to rebel.
Yeah.
So it was next to, thing was next to President Hotel. So a friend of mine, who is my best friend, we've been friends since then, Sadi.
Yeah.
We would always just Wednesday go there because nearly I'm thinking happy hour. By then we know we'll see the likes of Bo, the late Tuso, the late what's his name, Brooks. Hey,
those two have always been party animals.
So to us, we were like, yeah, we go there, we know Rahoba number 2. So because they were just those inspirational guys.
Yeah.
So I happened to go there the first time I went there, and I think Clement was playing Pata Pata or something.
Yeah.
I think Pata Pata, but it was one of Mira Makeve's songs.
Yeah.
And after a couple of pints, I got very... So there wasn't anybody singing that. So he was singing him, Eugene, and Alex. So there wasn't a lady singing that. I just went over and I took the mic and I started singing.
Yeah.
I didn't even know these guys. I didn't.
You just blew my mind right now because Clement was singing with his sons.
Yes.
I didn't know Alex was singing.
Yeah, he was playing he was actually the one playing the keys.
The keys, yeah.
Yeah, self-taught, by the way.
Whoa, man.
And so I just went there and I took the mic and I started singing. So that's when it started hit me, because the minute I started singing, I can really still remember this. Everybody just stopped talking and they stopped talking literally, and they focused on me.
Yeah.
Now I'm starting to get nervous. I'm like, did I do something wrong?
Yeah.
No, for me it was like, okay, did I do something wrong? Why now all of a sudden it just went?
Yeah.
So I just sang and everybody's listening.
Yeah.
And these guys are continuing. The song is not ending. It's going longer and longer and longer.
Yeah.
Longer and longer, and then it finished. And then I went down. It was like, oh, then it was this round of applause.
Yeah.
I'm shaking, Lebadi, because for me, I'm thinking, did I just mess something out? Yeah, I'm 18, 19.
Yeah.
I think that was 1999, so I was 19.
Yeah.
So I sat down, and then Clement, they played their music, and then afterwards, Gaborone came to me. He was like, oh, that was nice. Because I remember also who was there. Eric Ranko was there.
No, Eric used to frequent that place as well. He said it in the. I think a lot of people went to that place a lot.
We did, because
I think Shanti said something about it also.
Most of us.
I think Puna mentioned it also.
No, as well. That I know.
Yeah.
So when I was done with that and they were on a break, so he came to me. He was like, "Oh, do you know this songs and this song?" And I'm thinking, dude, I grew up with aunties that sang for Weekend Special. Like, give her a bottle or a glass of Lion. My first album that my father bought for us at work was Brenda and the Big Dudes. No, senor. So I knew those songs from A to Z.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, do you know your Brenda first? Do you know your Letambula? I was like, yeah. Now I can try to. That's how it all started.
Yeah.
So the next weekend was like, a week was like, are you gonna be back? I was like, oh, yeah, sure.
Tisan rider as long as
and I didn't practice with them. I just rock up after work and just started singing. That's where it started. Yeah.
But you see, that's what's crazy about it, because for a lot of young musicians, vocalists now, they're growing up to find other female musicians who have written songs. Or they can just say, oh, I remember Samamang used to sing this song. But when you guys were coming up, were there any other Botswana women who were performing original music willing Wabone? Because I know a lot of you guys came from Yone or Yagopela, the cover songs. With this, when you were coming up, was there any other ladies
if they were there, they will forgive me, but I was not aware of them. I know the only person that I know now, Bella, but I think we started around the same time.
Yeah.
But she was a little earlier than me, was Puna.
Puna a whole lot more.
Was Puna, and then it was Anafik.
And Anafik, yeah.
Those were the only ladies that I
Yeah, but Anafik has one jam, guys.
Ribabedi.
No, Anafik But you know, I remember those two, which is why I'm saying it's so special, because you come up in this era where there's no one to identify and say there's someone over there. How long do you do this cover songs, and do you come to a point where you're like, it's time for me
I think for the cover songs, for me, it was more fun. That was when I got to realize that I actually do have a talent. I think it was also easier for my mom to realize that, okay, I know my child can sing, but as much as I don't want her to take this route, I will be supportive but still put my foot down. Did she like it? Not really, but she realized that it was keeping me away from a lot of things.
Yeah.
So in a way, she endorsed it. In a way, as an African parent will be, how has that lalape type of a thing, you know?
No, they don't play those games. Because like I appreciate that one. Okay, cool. This was a hobby at some point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, more than anything else. I want to figure out when did you gradually start realizing I'm more comfortable here and I can make some money here? Were you guys making money off the cover songs?
Yeah, at some point, yes. At some point, I officially joined Clement, Jackson and the crew. Officially. And then we were singing like weddings. We would sing. We had a residential after Momo. But after a long time, we have residential to sing Go Gaborone San. And we sang for a very, very long time. Go, what's this place? Lingalonga. For years.
I remember.
So yeah.
O'Neill, Ukilaba, Atusa,
yes, like, yeah.
You know, the speaker, kind of people don't know.
No,
where niggas
like,
come from far.
you know, that's another story. I'll touch on it later.
No,
on.
go
It has to
ahead.
be- So, you know, I think sometimes we don't give the people who actually, should I say, found us?
Yeah.
Like Clement. Clement guys have mentored a lot of superstars, Mobetswan.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anyone that has actually made it more industry in that high hitaka Clement.
Yeah.
Be it instrumental, be it being able to perform more staging, because he's old school.
Yeah.
What's that band in Nigeria? Mackenzie. You know, they were old and protocol.
My dad used to love that crew.
You know? So
Yeah.
he was teaching us all these things. This is how you behave more staging. I want you to be here on time. He did not take nonsense from us.
Yeah.
So a lot of us and we prospered because this man was there.
Yeah.
He guided us.
Yeah.
And for all the artists that actually managed to be part of Clement's teaching and mentorship, we really need to applaud him and give him his flowers when he's still around.
Definitely.
Because we forget where we started. I can name them. Bono, Nobo, Nunu, Bopuna, Shanti, me, O'Neill, Eugene, Bomesago, you.
All
Please,
of us.
Bobby K, name us all. When we wanted a platform, that man opened it up for us.
Him.
He did, and we need to give him his flowers when he's still alive. We don't want a situation whereby now he's passed and we all relala di mic because we wanna relaxela sarona. No, that man, he ubupile industry abotwan. And I don't think a lot of people are quite aware. And he's not your mponeng.
Yeah.
A lot
and
of
he's
us
a cool
no.
dude.
You will never know. Bo Sharoneba. The late what's this lady?
Which one, Mister?
What's her name? She was a TikToker, if I'm not mistaken.
Which TikToker?
She's late. I don't want to sound insensitive. What's her name?
Does she sing?
Yeah, she sang. Her name is like literally here.
But he's worked with so many people. Why do you think there is no respect or Gaborone, a lot of these older gentlemen, Baba to actually get that feet wet? Why do you think we are so ungrateful for people who help us?
I think we take advantage with the fact that someone like Clement Jackson, or they to them music was passion. It wasn't all about money.
Yeah.
And when we actually find our feet, we just overstep over them.
Yeah.
We think we are better because now with us it's all about mponing.
Yeah.
To them it wasn't about mponing. It's about music.
Yeah.
It's about the love for music, the respect for music.
Yeah. When did you decide, okay, I'm done with the covers. Now it's time for me to come through and make music and write music for myself?
Again, more that thinking.
How did it happen?
An old classmate of mine actually wanted to do a song by the guy named by the name of Oza. I don't know if you know this song, yeah. Helele, helele, helele.
I know the song.
I did that song. That was my first song in studio.
We thought it was from South Africa.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I did that with Oza. That's when.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Oza.
Oza, I think, is in the UK.
Yeah.
UK or US.
I'm sure he's going to check out the interview. What's up, Oza?
Hey,
you owe us royalty money. So that's how you got discovered.
First song.
Yeah.
He also let Poniko, I think, one of those places we were singing like Clement Jackson.
Yeah.
And was like, hey, my sister, I've got this song. Please help out. And then he played the song for me. He actually came to my house.
Yeah.
And he played the song for me. He was like, oh, when do you want to record? It was like, if you are ready tomorrow. I was like, no, tomorrow I have to go sing. Can we do it today? Like, don't you need to write? I was like, I already have the song. You played that already. The song was in my head.
Yeah.
We're not even an hour over Colin French.
Yeah.
And I just did that and was like, I have to go and sing.
So that's how you get linked up with Colin.
Yeah.
And what was that crew name again, Kgankgathi? Because I remember meeting them, Colin and
Arthur.
And Arthur. Producers are Exodus. Clockworx. They were called Clockworx Studio. So you also making that song is how then you were able to link up with Clockworx.
That's how I got to link up with them.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, I did not think of recording my own music.
Yeah.
I did not know that I was capable. I was just happy singing other people's songs.
So when you get into a studio with these white boys, what do you think is going to happen? Because Baira sound, people Baira di Kwaito.
Funny enough, what they were playing for me, because it was more like your house, techno house.
It was completely different from what everyone else was doing.
So when they started playing, because I had this, remember Oza Utlileka the beat. So you played it for me. For me, it was like, wow, okay.
Where did this come from?
I like this. And immediately I just started singing something. It was like, yes, that's the one. Okay, then let's go and record.
Yeah.
What are we waiting for?
You need a beat that sparks something in you. Yeah.
That it has always been the thing with me. I true story, I've hardly sat down and written.
Yeah.
Like, I have to read.
Yeah.
They play a song, it's like, okay, I like that one. They will play, okay, I like that one.
I like that one, yeah.
I like that one. Okay, let's record this 3. We'll do the other ones tomorrow.
Yeah.
So the likes of QBO, like Bonobo Colin and stuff, that has always been me. I don't write. I sing. Like at the moment, there was just something. I would sing and then I would go back and correct whatever it is. In most cases was none.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the difference between forcing it and actual inspiration. You are not supposed to sit there and say, "Thank you, who listen to Tom."
No.
Thank you, who listen to Tom. How they supposed to like click in like the first 10 seconds?
Even the song I did with Boogie Sid.
Yeah.
It's a very funny story.
Wherever you are. But I'm sure you know that one though. That's a big tune, huh?
It was just, I was supposed to have a studio session. I was having a studio session, but before me, Boogie Sid was doing his album.
Yeah.
So when I got there, they were playing this song. So when I'm waiting, so it was playing, and I was mumbling something.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with me. I was
shout
mumbling.
out Architect, man.
Yeah. So
shout out Marang.
I was just mumbling something, and Boogie was like, "What was that?" I was doing that, like following that thing. I was like, "Oh, do you want to add that?" I was like, "Okay."
Tomorrow or yesterday.
So I just did let's be, and then the song went on, and I just recorded. Like I was supposed to just do that, and I just recorded. And then later on was like, oh, okay, so this is a solid song. So clearly, woman, we are here now. And then they started playing, and then there was another one that was a samba, something like that. So they played that. I was like, if you don't mind, can I put the vocals on this one?
Yeah.
He was not going to use it. So when I was done with it, AK was like, yeah, this needs to be in now.
But did you realize though at the time, like this was groundbreaking stuff? I mean, like, before you literally blew the game wide open. This was more than 3 singles coming out at the same time. But Mabalane was where we started from, and if with Mabalane itself, it was completely different.
Yeah.
Your writing, how were you able to come up with lyrics like that? Who were you basing it on? No, Papi Salaman. Was there any type of inspiration, or you were just that harmonious with your singing and
with me,
your arrangements as well?
Yeah. I took our songs where I felt they were getting forgotten, and that's where my inspiration came in. And I figured to myself, if we can have the likes of Bob Brenda, Bo Letambulu, Bella in the Venek, what is stopping us? Clearly I have this ability, so let me just take our old songs, put my own twist in it, and not do your typical Setswana songs, but put some oomph in it. So that was my inspiration. If you go back, most of my songs didn't an element of the peanuts of like Khaya. There is an old song. It's that that's where my song came from. But I only just took that because I didn't want now to
take the whole thing.
What you call that.
If you're inspired, you want biting.
Yeah.
So
for me, it was
difference.
like, so I'm thinking, I get to Mabalane.
So with Mabalane, did you feel the change now? Or okay, now I'm not Helen who's doing covers. Now I got music and I can get bookings now. Was there a shift there, or did it take time?
It was. Even the way I got to record my album, it was after that song I did with Le Oza, remember?
Yeah.
So when we left that very same day, Colin and Arthur spoke to, because Never Santrail, they spoke to Oza.
Yeah.
On some like, who is that girl?
Yeah.
Oh no, that's my former schoolmate, blah, blah, blah. Tell her we want to sign her for a recording deal. I didn't even know what that was. Just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, so he narrated the story to me. It was like, what does that even mean? Like, I know what it means, but what does it really mean? It was like, no, just go talk to them. Okay, I went and spoke to them. I read their contract. I gave it to my then partner. He read it through and was like, okay.
Yeah.
This is solid. It's like, okay, then I'm ready when you are ready.
And then you guys got started.
Yeah.
How was your experience with being signed now? Like, as a signed artist?
I don't know. Maybe I should have been more excited. If I knew what I know now, I know it would have made a bigger deal.
Okay.
But then it was on some like, I don't know what this entails.
What this means.
What this means.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna go with the flow.
Yeah.
If they think I'm that good enough for them to want to spend that money on me, then okay, well then
let's go. Were the bookings, how did the bookings happen? Because at that time, I'm sure, because like I'm saying, there wasn't a lot of people like you. It
was overwhelming. At some point it became very overwhelming.
Yeah.
Because everything just happened like
Kgankgathi was in the same project.
Yeah, it was in the same project.
Yeah, because I'm hearing maybe the production, a little bit, not completely, but you can hear elements. So you had 2 bangers.
Yeah.
In the same project on your debut album.
Yeah, which I released Mabalane as my first single, and then that song just all of a sudden I'm getting the people that I grew up idolizing calling me for an interview, and I was like, wait a minute, what now?
Because I want to give like a picture of it though, where the bookings now was there money.
Yes,
Helen. Hey,
I don't want to lie, guys. I don't want to lie.
Yeah.
When I started, I really did get bookings. Then the money that I was getting, I mean, my 5,000 and stuff like that. Guys, there's a lot. I think I should write a biography.
No, you should let us know. There was mine.
Yeah, so I started getting the bookings, and and also with the help of Clement, because I was still singing Little Clement.
Hey.
So every now and then he really liked this. He would give me an opportunity to sing my song. Then I didn't know it was called promotion. I was just singing. Yeah. So that's how people would be like, oh, okay. So yeah, guys, shout out to Clement
Jackson.
Because now I got to realize that he was actually indirectly, excuse me, promoting me.
Yeah. Because I think with your songs, Helen,
so
it took a lot for people to think where they were from.
I
from
know.
here.
I know.
Even Lena Mabalane, I think people were starting to get confused. Or is it here? Is it Botswana?
Yeah.
So by him getting you to perform in front of people, now they were able to connect.
Yeah.
Because I remember when I released my people back in the day, we did like a little tour, youth health organization, Ra Francistown, and then Mampizi was able to get us onto like Freshers King. There was a big show that Bissau used to do at the stadium in one. Mampizi says I should get on because they were still changing in the car. When I get on stage, my people had been playing on the radio that whole week.
Yep.
They want to see because they've heard the music.
But they
so
don't
there
know
was never. So that's what he was able to do for you in that way.
Yeah.
So now this means now the bookings are able to come directly to you now.
Yeah.
But in corporate, were you getting the ones that are on the strata?
That's how versatile Helen is or was. I fitted in both everything, corporate or strata, because outside strata days we switch it up. There is Mabalane radio that is cool, and then the one that you guys know, that's the remix.
Yeah.
So I had a corporate, I would go back there. It still has the same elements. But then I get on a quota stratarabo, freshers bolong, one of those UB stuff. Nero gets a tempo busy tata. So I did both corporate and also just the gig. It's Zobo. I also did songs for the women's 5 Roses Women's Awards. So stuff like that.
So we're moving up here. Everything is happening proper. How do you leave Clockworx to go to Sinewave? Or did you finish your whole career within Clockworx?
Actually, after recording and then they mixed and everything, I think that's when now it started making. Okay, girl, you bigger than what you think. You need to focus here.
Yeah.
My then partner also decided, okay, can I buy it for you as your present?
Yeah.
The whole project, can I buy you out from those guys?
From those
niggas, This was, I think it was my birthday or something like that.
Yeah.
Let me buy that for
Here's
you.
A lesson,
so you have
ladies, pick the right man.
So he figured, because now in this thing, I'm signed,
so
I cannot do certain things the way I have to be respectful of my contract as well.
Obligation.
But if I own the rights, copyrights and everything, then which means I can do as I please. Because also you need to Clockworx in so they could not just concentrate they have to divide that time among us. So even when I proposed this to them, really they were happy. For them it was like, at least we know that you will go and do something. We've been seeing you like promoting this and doing this. So we're happy that we could be part of this journey, and we will release you.
Yeah.
Like happily. So he bought that and then he started managing me. And he went crazy. And shout out to Mr. Owen, because Yarna FM played a very big role. Playing my music, like every corner there was Kgankgathi.
Every
single day. So yeah, that's.
Francois and Arthur. I don't think they knew enough about the business.
No, I think they did not.
They knew the songs. They knew how to make songs.
Yeah, they knew how to do the studio.
Strata is another story.
So for me, what worked also with Arthur and Colin, mind you, these are two white guys.
Colin, yeah.
Excuse me, these are two white guys.
Yeah.
So me listening to that sound, I think at some point, and I said to them, no. My vision is, it's somewhere else. I want to take that French that you guys do, and I want to merge it with Vanek.
Yeah.
Let's do something different here. They wanted to do that. The original Mabalane in that 6/8 beat type of. And I was like, no, everybody's doing that.
We don't do that one.
I'm not gonna do that. And they was like, okay, so they kept playing a different the sound, the beat, and then I was like,
that's the one I want.
I want this one.
So, but don't you think maybe they thought that's where the money was? Because now, all of these, there was now your Machesas, your Matiengs, your Khoisans were starting to pop up. Don't you think maybe that's where the money was? Or when you wanted to stay authentic to what you know?
Yeah, that's where the money was. But I think also at the same time, them as producers, they were hoping to find somebody who can acknowledge their beats. Because they had a lot of beats that were rave inspired, old house inspired, a lot of infuseness, Moyan. So I think they wanted somebody who will take those beats and go with it. So for them it was like, okay, you want to take a chance, we'll take a chance. You're not getting paid, that's fine. But you stuck with us here with the contract and all this thing. But for me it was like, when they realized that I wanted the songs that they will play for other artists, and the artists will be like, so for me it was like, that's the one. That's the one I want. So for them, they felt motivated enough to say, okay.
Yeah.
No, I did this in 1990 when I was like, that's the one I want. Bring it here.
No doubt. I think we can then move, we'll fast forward into how you then link up with Sinewave and Boogie Sid, and then you guys are able to create some more beautiful music. How did you meet up with those cats?
Sinewave, I actually had, I don't know which one, but I had a song that was produced by Kibio.
Yeah.
No, I think it's from them, but Kibio. And I've always loved the Pinatedin Alem bass.
Yeah.
So Kibio was very good with
all the time.
With bass, yeah. So I had this song and I was like, I need to find who this person.
Yeah.
So when I was recording my second album, I was like, I want to work with this guy because my plan and my idea, I don't want it to move that far from what I did with Bokolen.
Yeah.
But at the same time now, I want to emphasize the gong, if I can put it like that.
Hey, my age.
I want to emphasize that. Yes. So for me, that was like, and it made sense.
Yeah.
And also, guys, Kibio was such a milestone in a way that you sit with that guy and you listen to his musical ability and you're like, how is this even possible?
How is it possible that you were able to finish a project? Because a lot of people, and he's my brother, a lot of people, but the reason he doesn't get his props that much is because the project got healed.
I think I was persistent, and also, a producer or an artist, and you actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stick to that one. I think he enjoyed working with me. Like I said, I would always bring, in most of the people I worked with, I would always bring that certain element of like, oh, I've always wanted to do this, but I did not know if anyone would be capable of doing it, and then I do it.
Yeah.
And then, so they looked forward to that thing. Oh, okay, dude, I made a reggae song, Kastwana. Are you kidding? I made a Latina song singing Vanek.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, you pushed the envelope. And I think that's what made the producers love working with you that much. Because, I mean, your catalog speaks for itself. The songs are so diverse. Who produced it?
McD. It was produced by, actually, Schizo.
Schizo?
Schizo Le Fafi. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
I should have known.
Yeah.
can't they Helen, don't you ever meet some of these radio people and ask them, why aren't you playing my songs?
But if I'm being honest, every now and then I will have someone or wherever, and my songs are playing. Within this past few weeks that I've been here, I would have somebody send, within a week, I would have like maybe 3-4 people recording themselves Mabalane, and for me it was like, okay.
Chief. No, because like I'm being serious about this though. I want to hear those classics.
Yeah.
I want to be able to listen to RB1 and hear Boy Lagae, be able to hear Mabalane. And I don't know. What is your relationship with Cosbots? I was from the Peanuts before.
I have never really had a problem. I haven't really had a problem with Cosbots. So I don't want to paint them otherwise. But my experience with them and other artists' experience with them would probably be different. But with me, I think also for me, I was coming from the background, I understand music business. So if I need something, I go according to the rules. Like, okay, I know my rights with this and this and this. But in all, I never had any problems with them.
That was actually going to be...
I get paid.
No, that was going to be my next question, Ronald, because you've studied your music and business and marketing. Knowledge, I think, was that what you used to protect yourself?
I would say yes, but that was after. You need to understand, I was very, very vulnerable in the beginning. I think Kgankgathi was just sheer luck. Maybe I had this aura with me that did not make people want to cheat on me, which yes, I've I think also my then partner, remember he was also my manager. He was a very no-nonsense guy. So when it got to me, was like, okay, this is business. I know you're good at this, and I want to see it go somewhere. So that's where it all started. Like, okay, so I never really got to get people that would because most of the time they didn't get to deal with me personally. They had to deal with him. And he was a no-nonsense guy.
No. Hey, so what would you say to someone who gets into business with their partner in the music business? Because kind of we do know there is an element there. There's guys who look at you because they listen to you by themselves. And some niggas can't take that. Some guys will be like, hey, would you advise female artists to get into business with their partners?
It worked for me. And I would not advise someone to follow what I did, because maybe what worked for me would not work for you. Like you're saying, we're all different characters and everything. So you're going to probably meet someone who is overly jealous. I think for me, it was more on... My partner was very supportive. Remember, this was... It was actually his idea to say, listen, I see you're good at this.
Let's go.
I want to get that for you. And so he took that serious. To him, it was work. This was a corporate man that understood absolutely nothing with music. He just knew, okay, wow, and he went on to just find out, like, okay, how do you do this? Kind of a thing.
So that I can help baby.
So I can help her here. And going back to your question, it's a yes and a no. It can make you, it can break you. I think with me, it made me in a sense that I figured how to differentiate Helen, le Helen Dikobe. There was Helen, one more staging, and then there's Helen Dikobe. I did not want to mix those two things. It's still me, but I understood this is work.
This is a business.
This is a business. Same applies with him. He understood we are working here. But then when we get home, it's home. When it has to be business, I mean, you are a boss wherever you are. You understand what I'm talking about. You're not expecting your peers to call you and start wanting to talk about work in the middle of... You get it. So that's he really structured me, and I can't say his name, but thank you. He knows if he sees this. Thank you. So he really structured that business aspect. So that's when now my whole wanting to know more and be cautious about certain things. I saw how he was running this. He was running this like a corporate, like he was running corporación, so he was running me like a corporate.
Yeah.
You know, people did not talk to me like, and I will get, no, seriously, I will get certain people be like, yo, you can't work with Helen. Oh, why, Papa? I said, no, but guys, you need to understand, this is business.
This is work. Yeah.
I need to take it as such.
Did you ever feel overlooked by, underestimated or overlooked by business entities out there? As compared to like your male counterparts, because we still have that where the show but so I'm trying to figure out what were you able to get out of, how did you feel about the music industry and how it looked at you as an entity compared to the boys?
I think the smart thing that I did for myself was, when I chose a genre, I think this one was a bit deliberate. Yeah. I chose a genre that was male dominated. Yeah. In a sense that I figured I can feature in these guys. Yeah. So wherever they go, they have to take me with. Yeah. They don't have a choice, they have to take me with. And that's exactly what happened. So I wasn't overlooked. At some point I became this sister. Yeah. I know, the many times I will come across you, go backstage, you go the UB. I've always had that, she's our sister, more industry kind of a thing.
All the time.
Because for me it was like, okay, you're this female, you penetrated in a market that is male dominated. Yeah. And we feel like we need to protect you. Yeah. So for me it was always on some like, okay, you can do this, but don't worry, we got you.
We got you.
Type of a thing. So I never got to feel what you guys got to feel as male when you guys are chasing payments and all those things. Because if I was doing a show, Boogie Sid did that. And he will make sure before I go on stage I'm paid. No because doubt. He does not want me to go through the hassle of untwela. So that was an advantage for me. In a sense that everybody will like, nah, you cannot be chasing money, kind of a thing.
Discipline. Like, hey.
So they would always like, okay, can I show, guy cooperate, but okay, I will pay you. I never really got to experience that to like an extent. If I experienced it, it'd probably be like 5 to 10% of my career.
No doubt.
Yeah.
What with Boogie Sid? How did you guys structure the performance of the music, because that was a big hit? Did you guys ever have loggerheads about it? Because sometimes these days and why didn't you guys ever do a part 2?
What question at the time?
No, I'm like, I really wanted to ask the second one because I know there was never before. Why didn't you guys ever follow up? Architect is still around, Cuba is still around, AK is still around, Lene, Boogie is still around. Yeah. Why didn't we ever get more of that music?
Gentlemen, you said I can holler at people there. Okay. Gentlemen, so talk to me.
Because I think, something happened in that moment, in that we're expecting you to capitalize some more because the songs are brilliant and are coming out and are hot. But then it was like, I don't know, it just kept reducing and then it was off.
Okay, I need to explain this, especially to my fellow Batswana.
My fans, Helen, you have fans.
that's
Hey, just accept. I
cannot.
Speak to your fans. Hi,
my fellow citizens. What I can explain is this. When I was really up Modi chatting, that's when I had an epiphany, if I could say it like that. I got interested in wanting to know more about music. I realized my capabilities. That's when it dawned in me, like I needed to do something. I don't want to be 70 and still be doing what I see our old legends doing. I want to still be in the industry, but on some different element.
Yeah.
That was in my head. So, Helen, you love this craft so much. This is a conversation between myself. You love this craft so much. Yeah. So what do you want to do about it?
Yeah.
Do you want to grow? Do you want to be here 20, 30 years from now and remember you said to your mom, I got this.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you're going to get it, you better be getting it. That's when I realized at the peak of my talent, that was intentional. I wanted that. At the peak of my talent, I decided I wanted to go to a music school.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to read music. I wanted to be able to sit and have a rehearsal with Bokutwano Lebo DT and actually have a conversation.
Yeah.
Hey, we're you know, I want to speak music because I realized I really do love this.
Yeah.
And I got to work architect QBO. Do you know when you're sitting with these guys and they start talking the music language? And I'm sitting there and I'm like, I have no idea. But no, put it on mine. I was like, huh? You know, the most embarrassing thing about being an artist and not knowing what to
Hey, I hear you.
You understand?
Yeah.
So for me, it became very business and serious with immediate effect.
Yeah.
Hence I'm saying when I started this conversation, I said to you, this was an epiphany.
Yeah.
Because for me, it started hitting me. Girl, you good. You need to start taking yourself that serious.
Definitely.
So what do you want to do? You can continue. The money was coming. The booking were coming. Please trust and believe me. I did not leave and go to school because I was not getting booked. I was getting booked left, right, and center.
Yeah.
I was still at the top of my chart.
Yeah.
And I wanted to leave and go pursue this at the top of my chart.
Yeah.
So when people get to come back and talk about me, they don't put Helen and failure in the same sentence when it comes to my career.
Yeah.
Because I left when I was good.
Yeah.
And when I come back, I'm still good. That's
Definitely.
what I left you guys.
Yeah.
What you do in my absence is clearly up to you guys.
Yeah.
Do you continue playing my music? It's clearly up to you guys.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, nobody can come and sit in front of me and stand in front of me and say, no.
Yeah.
So I decided to leave when I was at the peak of my career. A lot of people never they were like, why would you leave?
Yeah.
I said, because I have a bigger picture. I don't know where it's going.
Yeah.
But then do you remember my song?
Yeah.
So if you look at all these things, it's like, I think it was God's way of saying, this is the path I want you to take. Even my music, some of my songs, they had a message that was determining my journey in life.
Yeah.
So I look at Boela Khai and I'm like, I'm not saying I'm going to come back home broken, whatever, but if...
Yeah. But yeah.
You know, so I need to remember that. I need to have that I want to pursue something that is way beyond what my expectations.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if it doesn't work, it's okay.
Yeah.
The reason being, that's where I left Gile at the peak of my career.
Yeah.
In case,
yeah.
At least you see. So it was strategic.
That deserves a round of applause. You know, I think because even when we were having the conversation we had with ATI on the show here, how about to buy Tameka again? It makes me think about this fear or the musician of growing old. And it's supposed to be a young man's sport. And I think we don't speak about that fight. But that is a real fear.
Yeah.
God, how long am I going to keep doing this? But because of your song, because I remember how your song played in my head. You know what I mean? And I came back stronger.
Yeah.
You feel me? And on top of that, I think a lot of young people need to hear that message.
Yeah.
Listen, this is not you. You just need to go and get your powers back and have control of your life. So I think that's where some of the drugs, and alcohol and the substance abuse comes in, anxiety.
Yeah.
Kind of people might realize what I'm living a lie here. You know what I mean?
I think what I have since realized, this is my opinion, not yours and whatever, and people shouldn't catch feelings over it. I think most of our upcoming artists, they are trying to live up to people's expectations, and that's what kills a lot of talent, because there is certain expectation that is brewed around being an artist.
Yeah.
You see, some of us, we were very fortunate to have Monotana Little Lime Injection, who actually took this craft as serious as he did.
To this day.
And this man is in his almost 80, if I'm not mistaken, but he still sings. And some of us, when I come home, I will not go back to South Africa because for me it's like, you know, it's like me seeing him, it's like reviving a certain thing in me that says, okay, I'm good. Like, I'm looking at this man, he's still doing this at his age. I'm not going to allow the pressure of people try to dictate when and what they think at what age I'm supposed to stop. No, it's a talent that God gave me. Until I cannot speak anymore, that's when I will stop singing. But for as long as I still have this voice, trust and believe, I will sing.
No doubt, my mister. Hey.
So age does not define my talent.
Out of all of your songs, out of Kgankgathi, out of... I want a top 5 of Helen's favorite songs to perform.
Yeah.
At number 5, please.
I cannot choose. But I will try.
Okay, yeah, I want 5.
I will try, because when I listen to my songs, there are some songs that and I'm like, woman.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's not okay.
Yeah.
Because I also get surprised on some like, I was 30 years ahead.
Yeah.
So I listen to them like, heaven.
I was on point.
Remember there is Galima.
Hey, yeah.
There is that song, and I listened to Galima, and then there is Danger T coming in. And I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, and I said I would listen to Take Me As I Am.
Yeah.
Live My Life. I'm listening to that beat, and I'm listening to my lyrics, and I'm like, so
all of the songs have always been ahead of that time.
Yeah, it's only hence I'm saying I listen to, which is very rare. I rarely listen to my songs.
Yeah.
So when I do, and I listen to all these songs, I'm like, okay, I'm like, yo.
Hey man, shout out Danger T also. Those are some of the most amazing artists that I've ever seen.
Yeah. And it's a pity that he never got to blow.
Yeah.
So I would say Mabalane, for the obvious reason, it made me who I am.
Yeah.
And for me, it was like a typical introduction to say, listen, I'm coming out. And this is who I am.
Yeah.
This is where I come from. So next time when you see people, please don't do the mistake. Like, you know, we had this narrative, good music come from South Africa. No.
Yeah.
This is me.
This side, yes,
born and bred.
Yeah,
Bible Botswana.
Definitely.
That thing by then.
No doubt.
You know. So that was my introduction. Mabalane and Kgankgathi. Kgankgathi was a typical old traditional song. Traditionally. And then I just took it and modernized it.
Yeah.
My other song would be In Love. For obvious reason. That was crazy. No. And then the other song would be Munna Masaja Siraho Sapele. It was samba. And how I was singing that song every time I reach lady party.
Yeah.
The
Latin one.
It was Latin, but in Switzerland. So for me, I think that was, and it's so shocking that it never really hit.
Was that Favi or?
No, that was AK.
That was AK, yeah?
Yeah.
Kana AK no tlogetse netlane music we ramadi ka di computer ra braya ka ha ke re ke ba bitsa kwano the other half he bua ka technology because I think music a lot of us have different experiences.
Yeah.
When it comes to music, and it's just so great that we're able to have this conversation with you and understand why you stepped away from this, and it's actually motivating and aspirational for a lot of young people. It's not always about what people say about you, but it's about how you feel about yourself that matters, so that you can protect yourself, so you can create more. I want to talk about the young ladies who are in the music business right now. Who are your favorite 5?
Babuzwan. My top will have to be...
1. Hey, okay. Who's your number 1?
I think my number 1 for inspirational and for carrying us for this long would have to be Buna. For that reason. Some of us, we got to know Masadi is okay for her to sing because of Buna. And I think because that woman...
it's one jam, guys.
Yeah. No.
I'm joking.
It's one jam, but it's one jam that when you sit and you analyze it,
and she's playing it by herself.
Yes. Now you understand where I'm coming. And also because she's one person that I can walk in a room as much as she can't see me, and I start talking. Helen. It always amuses me. I can stay years and
shout out to her husband too, man.
So and then I've got... I love Amantle because she's like a younger version of me. We puppets was on a little and I love that. I love that about her. She's free spirit.
Very much.
And then she's talented. And I love the growth that I see her now and everything. I root for her. You root for them, but we'll see. So I see her winning. I'm like, yes. You know. I love Samantha. Cool, calm, collected. But then she starts singing, you'll be like,
no doubt.
There's a lot. So ladies, if I did not mention you, it does not mean that you're not
We got one more.
I love the women of jazz. I love the women of jazz in the fact that they stood that ground. Come rain or sunshine, they stood that ground. So these ladies, and then the latest one, I would say the last born. I follow her indirectly. I'm going to say indirectly because I don't yet understand her music. But I see her. I feel her presence.
And it's like her voice is getting better.
And I'm loving where she is going or she's headed. That for me is like, it's a pity. Your brother made me very angry with the fact that he was supposed to be there to hold your hand. Because this industry can make and break you. But I'm pretty sure to carry you through. So big up, baby girl. I chose them for different reasons, not only for talent. That is the main thing, but also because they have certain energies and certain strength that when you look at them, only a upcoming young female artist, you can okanya perseverance, but strong. Don't be scared to be creative. Don't be scared of ramp. Like look at Monawe Mapetla. The peanuts are just then. This baby girl starts singing. I'm like, why did we have to have 2 million people? Because your voice and your music, it needed that 100 million people. Because Jesus, So all of those things. So
I love it, man. I want to know what's next for Helen. Creatively, personally, spiritually, what are we trying to do before we get into our quick round before we let you go? What's next for Helen going forward?
Well, Helen stumbled into corporate.
Okay. One of us is inside. Okay, inside, man. Yeah.
And
it
it also just started, hence I'm saying, when God and the universe align certain things to you and you have a certain path, you can't ignore it in a way. So I went to school, some music, because I wanted to learn music.
Yeah.
Upon that, I stumbled across music business, which was more marketing and understanding your contracts and all your rights and everything.
Yeah.
So I got very intrigued to be like, okay. So now, so I managed to divide my attention between the performance part, which that I was good at. I really,
it's just that years and years of that one. Yeah.
So, doing important dust, because I went there because for me it was like, I want to be a professional jazz singer, like whereby if I'm to put more portfolio in, I say professionally trained jazz singer, vocalist. Yeah, we're called vocalists, by the way. Yes.
No doubt.
Vocalist who actually went to school to study music. Yeah. But when I got there, things,
What's the difference though from like being naturally gifted in singing and having to do that one?
There they teach you the certain elements. You need to be able, hence I'm saying it's a vocalist, because it teaches you to be able to be versatile. Yeah. To be able to sit, be able to be singing and then recognizing certain things musically. If I had a bigger dream and vision, was like, I want to go international. So I don't want to go international like the artists no. It should be on B minor. I wanted to be able, you put a score here, I wanted to be able to look at that and sing from the score. That was my dream. Which I accomplished. But then
music
business. So upon that, that's where my love for marketing now comes in. I was like, okay. So when I was done, I graduated and go, now what? Do I have to go back and continue singing? But back in the back of my head, that whole music business was lingering now, Because coming to think, we hear stories of artists, DJ Rama, this it's business. They don't know this, they don't know this. Remember what I said during our conversation? I didn't want to end up being this old, washed out artist because I failed to recognize the music business aspect of my craft. So now that's where I'm coming in. Okay, so if I know this and I go back home and I start sharing this with my people so that we can understand that, guys, let's take this as business. Because most of us back then, listen, now I'm pillar 10 grand and a sharp.
Definitely.
Investment. There is a whole lot that we did not know about the music industry, business itself.
Definitely.
The endorsements, we did not know that as part of being an artist, you can get endorsed. We just wanted to whatever, but there was supposed to be a follow-up. There was supposed to be copyrights. There was supposed to be all those things, which we did not know. So that intrigued me. So when I was done with music, I was like, I
can learn something new.
I can learn. So I decided to go and do marketing management.
Oof.
So I fell deeply in love with communication now. It's like, okay. So when I was done, I got offered a job in communication. So I was like,
let's go. I love to hear it, man.
But I still sing, because when I was in school, I recorded my third album, which was Afro Contemporary. It's not jazz, it's not Afro pop, it's Afro Contemporary. So,
it's online?
Not yet. I was busy with other stuff,
I
so
know, I
have to come back and finish that. And if I release and you guys get to hear the growth in it, I'll be very selfish.
Definitely, we want to hear it. These days,
I'll be very
Spotify, so as soon as it's out, just let me know. We'll make sure
I will definitely. But I think you have had Khai.
I'm not sure if I have. I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah.
As soon as Helen
so
hits
no,
on,
this one. I think it's. I outdid myself, if I could say that.
Were you working with musicians from South Africa?
Oh, yeah. I was working with musicians from school. It's recorded live, by the way.
Okay.
Well, most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's live instruments, live recording. It's...
You better put this thing online. We want to hear this thing. We want to hear the growth, Mami Sto. We definitely want to check it out, okay?
No, I will definitely. Like I said, if I don't share this with you guys, it will be very selfish of me. Hence, I said, remember, I left at the peak.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. And just to wrap it up, I have a couple of fast questions. As soon as you Udi Arabe as quickly as you can, okay? This is Solomon's favorite part of the show. Tea or coffee?
Tea, definitely tea. I'm a teaaholic, if there's anything. You open my cupboard at home. I have cupboard full of tea. I give you 5 roses here. I'm into like self-brewing. Name it.
Okay.
Name how high blood. I will tell you. No tea.
So you're one of those people who believe a nice cup of tea can actually save your life.
Without a doubt. I wake up in the morning, I meditate, I listen to my prayer and whatever it is with a cup of tea.
Okay.
In the morning.
Awesome stuff. Oh, goodness. Jazz or Afro pop?
All. Both.
You can't. Gotta choose one.
I can't.
La Lord imagine 0.001. One has to beat one. If you had to save one, and the other one gets destroyed forever and ever and ever.
Okay, hear me out when I'm saying both. Afropop, most music genres, they come from jazz. So I'm gonna go with Afropop because there's no how we're gonna leave an element of jazz. So I'm still safe. It's both.
All right, cool stuff. And one Botswana artist you'd love to do a duet with?
Lizibo. Yeah.
Why haven't you done it?
I asked him.
He was at the wedding.
I asked him, Malop. Lizibo and Ndingojo. See this color. I feel like powerful. In a touch of Cappello Sole and Amanda Brown.
You do know this is possible, right?
I know.
I think Tsepo is still in block 3.
Yeah, I'm putting it out there. Or maybe
guys, come on, make it happen. Guys, hey, life is too short, guys. Let's make it happen. Which one do you prefer, stage or studio?
Stage.
Okay. Any particular reason?
I love when I see my craft making people happy.
Okay. Awesome stuff. And I'm going to take this back to the day. If you weren't a singer back in the day, what do you think you'd be doing?
Chef.
You'd be cooking? I'm
very, very good. Good is an understatement.
Hey,
I'm an excellent cook.
Okay, speaking about food, do you have a favorite childhood meal? What did you like to eat when
Give
you
me anything with mogodu, I'm cool.
Yeah, ne? Hey, namona gona la mathata mangwana ga te ga o tea.
Give me anything with mogodu, trust and believe to a point whereby kebeki tuta go apa mogodu.
So anything with the sand or without the sand?
No, it's ka ba loka.
Hey. Can't do people do this on purpose?
I think how I clean. I guess by clean as wool, but it clean well. Like la ka kopana le matlapa o two.
Ask a namanti throughout the whole thing.
Mogodu mongoreng ha o ja. The minute hela o tsenya mo ganong, all you chew
is sand.
So I will be very particular. Like where do I buy it?
Yeah.
Where I know, okay, this one would be good. Hence, I ended up Now, the one thing I love about South Africa, barata mogodu.
Yeah.
And they know how to cook it. I'm not saying Batswana halitso go wapa, but let's go language.
Mondays these days, kana.
There's a lady I bought mogodu from, I think it's Tata or something.
Yeah.
Advertise it again, lady mogodu, so I couldn't cook it this side. Masadi olong kapetso mogodu.
What does it have to stay longer? What is the difference?
So nake and I used it. I have a slow cook.
Oh, okay.
So when I go to work, I will take my mogodu because it's slow cooking.
Yeah.
And then I go to work. When I come back, it's already cooked.
It's already savory.
All I do, I clean and I change it into another pot.
Yeah.
Okay. Life goes on.
No doubt. Speaking about Johannesburg, nightlife, Johannesburg or Gaborone? This is such a redundant question, but I'll ask it anyway. Johannesburg or Gaborone nightlife?
For the fact that I don't actually have.
You can't even compare them. Don't even do it.
No.
Don't they believe this is for
Helen,
you?
Helen, nightlife type of a thing.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't really know much. I don't go out much for South Africa. If I am to go out, would be like your jazz shows and whatever. It's GIMC, it's Tico event.
Yeah.
Listen, kile 80. Zedi long high simul tsaka 80. Ye hela ka 12.
Yeah.
And then kala pay.
Yes.
And before this event, I psych myself 2 weeks in advance. Kaya itso gore moda rinyaka. Kadi 15 tshwantse ke show.
Yeah.
Because Mila one was so like no,
I feel that. I feel that.
So even when I come home, there'll be certain shows that I would love to attend. I attended the 1 year, what is it? Africa something. Dr. Kennedy.
Event, like that.
Yeah, so Luane it's on Luane simulates like 2 12. So those are my things. I don't have a nightlife. I get tired. If I go out this Saturday or this weekend, I'm recovering for the next coming 2 months. Hence, I prefer to stay at home and eat my fermented grapes at home.
No doubt. Your most embarrassing moment on stage?
I forgot my...
For which song?
I think it was... Which one was it? I think it was Kgankgathi.
Kgankgathi, yeah? Oh, I
think it was, but it was
bars
one of
bars.
It was one of those songs that people would expect you to know it.
Yeah.
So I'm playing live by Nakwate. So when I forgot it, Bogutlane covered it to make it as if like I'm trying to intro, because it was always Mabalane. It was the last song.
Yeah.
So when I did that, the crowd started singing Hai Sumulante. So I was like okay. But deep down I'm looking at my band leader looking at me so pissed on some like,
we don't start there.
And whereby you can we're not hold on rewind selector. No, it's live.
We're going.
We're
Jesus.
I had to catch up, make it look like it was just something that we planned, but it actually blended. But for me, because I know the team knew, and I know my band leader director realized that, and he was not happy with that. He was very particular. So
no doubt. When are you getting back on stage? I think this will be my last question.
I've never really left the stage.
Can I order gig anytime soon? Like, are you talking to people about a possible show? Because I think if you had a show where you headline, I think people would come through. You know, Molapo Crossing. We know some people. You know,
I've had that. I bumped into Zeus the other day, and he said the same thing. I had this lengthy conversation with Lizibo as well, and now you as well. So I'm like,
definitely.
Okay, when the opportunity arises, I'll definitely take it.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome stuff, man. Yo, Helen, we absolutely love you. We're so happy you came through to talk to us. We're looking forward to that jazz album to be on Spotify by next month.
I will definitely do that. I will definitely do that.
And we absolutely love your story, and we're so happy that you came to share it with us. We look forward to hearing what else you have planned. And I don't know if you have any last words for Botswana being all over the world. Any last words?
Firstly, I want to pay my last respect to ATI.
No doubt.
Yeah. We can sit here and debate the unknown.
Yeah.
It's only between you and God.
Yeah.
But for all we can say is that thank you for sharing your talent. Rest easy. Thank you. I was a legend. I was still am a little in denial of losing this boy, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what to call him.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you guys realize. I don't want to say the cult, but I'm saying this in the most loving, positive way.
Yeah.
The movement, yes, that ATI had. Guys, ATI is the only, and I'm not fumbling. I'm going to look into it. I'm not fumbling. He is the only artist Mo Botswana.
Yeah.
I can push it and say Southern Africa, but I don't want to touch bases.
Yeah.
That has got impersonators. This boy falls in the same category as Michael Jackson, Elvis Presley, and Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
And then there's Ada.
Yeah.
This is a boy that people impersonate. You go to Las Vegas, you find people getting paid thousands of US dollars to impersonate Elvis Presley or Michael Jackson. This is what this guy left. So you need to put some respect because there are few legends that people actually impersonate.
Yeah. Kind of thinking about it right now, and I'm like, there's absolutely no one I can think of off the top of the head.
I don't know much of South Africa.
No.
Apart from Brenda, but they don't impersonate her like the way Kibonang ATI are related. Like, we walked into his memorial service. I swear he multiplied.
Too much.
It was very so surreal. It felt okay and not okay at the same time.
I feel you.
Because for me it was like I felt uncomfortable, but I wanted that closure.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, does this boy, wherever he is, does he know? Is he aware?
I'm sure he's laughing.
This is somebody that you open Facebook with. There's always videos it's very random, and you're like, hey, you guys don't understand.
Yeah.
So for that, my brother, I mean, people were arguing that we don't give you flowers. What they don't understand, the love and everything that Botswana were giving ATI shows what we long gave you your flowers.
Yeah. We absolutely loved
and he
him.
He knew. That's why what he did it wholeheartedly. He knew. Yeah. So my last encouragement to everybody will be, especially in the music industries, is like, guys, do you? People are always going to have expectations, but you can't please everyone.
Yeah.
If what you want is not what they want, sometimes that's what you need.
Yeah.
It's probably what you need.
No doubt.
So take me, for example. People wanted me to continue because I was at the peak. But what I needed was not that. I needed growth.
Yeah.
I needed to take a leap of faith, which I did, and it worked perfectly well for me.
Awesome
so
stuff.
Take a leap of faith, and whatever spiritual guide you have will guide you.
Awesome stuff. Absolutely love you, Mamisto, and thank you so much once again for coming through, guys. That's our show. It's been fun presenting to you, Helen, man. Oh, are you related to Tulu Dikobe?
Actually, Tolu and I were not related, but we look alike. So for what is worth, yes, she's my cousin from another family.
We'll take you guys out next week on Wednesday. Remember to smash that like and subscribe button, guys. We need as many as possible. It's been fun, guys. We'll check you out next week Wednesday at 3 p.m. right here on the PODICAST, coming at you from Cappello at Molapo Crossing. I'm SCAR. It's been fun. Peace.
Different identities. Podcast with PSCAR.